Hello everyone, today in this lecture I'm going to explain the difference between augmentative and diminutive. But before I explain it, if you are new to my channel then please like the video and subscribe the channel. Let's first learn diminutive. A diminutive is a word form that is derived from a root word to convey a smaller or less significant version of the original meaning. It can also express endearment, familiarity, or even a sense of belittlement. What does it mean? Simply, it means that a diminutive is nothing but it refers to a word which is derived from a root word and it conveys smaller or less important meaning. Actually, diminutives occur through a linguistic process called affixation. This involves adding suffixes or prefixes to a root word to modify its meaning. In the case of diminutives, suffixes are typically added to convey a smaller degree of the original meaning. Simply, you can say that when we add suffix or prefix to a root word and in the result which give us meaning of smaller degree from the original word is called diminutive in linguistics. But you should keep in mind that through diminutive we show endearment. It means that diminutives are used to convey feelings of love, tenderness, or intimacy. And the point, familiarity, means that they are used to create a more informal or familiar tone in conversation. And the point, belittlement, means that it refers to the act of making someone or something seem less important than they actually are. It's a form of verbal abuse that can be used to intentionally hurt or diminish another person's self-esteem. I think you are not getting the point, so don't worry, let me give some examples then you will understand it. Look at the word, pig, which is a root word and it refers to an animal, but if we add a suffix, let, so it becomes, piglet, which means a small pig. Actually, piglet is an example of a diminutive because it takes the base word pig and adds the suffix, let, which implies a smaller, younger, or cuter version of the original. So you can see that, as we said in definition, that in diminutive process the affixation is done to a root word and modifies the meaning of the original word. So pig is the big animal but piglet is small and cute animal. This process is called diminutive in linguistics. Look at another example, book, which is the original word, referring to a complete, typically larger item with multiple pages, bound together. And if we add the suffix, let, then it becomes, booklet. Basically, in this case, the diminutive suggests that the booklet is a smaller, simpler, or less formal version of a book. Actually, booklets are short, concise, and easier to carry around. They might contain only a few pages, focusing on one specific topic, and are often used for informational purposes, such as guides, brochures, or pamphlets. You can see this is also called a diminutive. There are many examples like this. Just look at the word, duck. If we add a suffix, ling, then it becomes, duckling, which refers to a young baby of duck. Simply, you can say when a suffix is added to a root word and it makes a thing less significant is called diminutive in linguistics. As you have understood diminutive, let's learn augmentative. Augmentatives are forms of words that express a larger, stronger, or more intense version of the base word. They often imply big, grand, powerful, or even excessive. What does it mean? Simply, it is not something difficult, but it is also like diminutive, but it is the opposite of it. Basically, it is a word form that conveys a sense of largeness, intensity, or emphasis. Unlike diminutives, which imply smallness or affection, augmentatives suggest that something is bigger, stronger, or more significant. Simply, you can say that when we add a suffix or prefix to a word, if it shows largeness, intensity, or emphasis, then it is called augmentative. As we said in diminutive that it shows belittlement or insignificance, so it is the opposite of diminutive. I think you are not getting the point. Just look at the word, store. It refers to a normal store, but if we add a prefix, mega, so it becomes, megastore, so this prefix has added largeness to the existing store. Now it is not referred to a normal store, but it indicates that the store is not small but the large one. You can see this affixation has intensified the meaning of the word. So it is called augmentative in linguistics. There are many examples like this. Look at the word, man. It refers to a normal man, but if we add a prefix, super, then it becomes, a superman, as you know that a superman is someone who has extraordinary power. You can see this prefix has intensified the meaning of the root word. So this is also the example of augmentative. Look at this last example, active. It refers to a person who is active, but if we add a prefix, hyper, then it becomes, hyperactive, which refers to a person who is extremely active. So you can see this prefix has also added a sense of intensity to the meaning of the word. As you have got the idea that when an affixation adds intensity is called augmentative and when it shows smallness or less intensity is called diminutive in linguistics. I hope you have enjoyed this lecture, but please don't forget like and subscription to my channel. Thank you.